So I'm curious, are there been frequently asked questions of Bernie Sanders that he's going to run again in 24?
Yes. People,
okay.
I mean, amongst who, maybe not from Chuck Todd, but certainly from our allies, and there are a number of them, both people who endorsed us, groups have endorsed us, supporters around the country have been saying, I think...
So he's not going to primary Biden, correct?
Yes.
That's out of the question.
Well, right. I don't think that he's supporting President Biden aggressively, trying to get the agenda passed. So yeah, primary's not on the table.
But he does not have that same deference for the vice president?
No, he respects Senator Harris. I think at that point...
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris, of course, yeah. Thank you. I keep catching myself.
I don't want to... Yes, that would get you trouble.
Yeah, of course, as it should. I think, that the question on Vice President Harris' issue to run, or anybody, is to just say, what are you going to run for?
So that's an awesome update on what we've been talking about earlier this week about the fact that as the leak, which is either originated from or is at least confirmed by Faiz Shakir, is that that Bernie would run if Biden doesn't. Chuck Todd there, he's just saying, he's not saying anything. He's just saying, well, why wouldn't there be the deference for Harris, or clarifying it? Why would there be deference for a person who wouldn't be running for re-election? She is the current vice president, that's true. Vice presidents do run for president, that happens. Why would we expect that anyone, or especially Bernie, would offer deference to the vice president in that case, Brett?
Especially because he did better than she did. Hate to break it to you. Quite a bit. Why is the rubric by which we judge this like going to someone who lost? Because because that's not how it works. This is not like line of succession. It's not like if God forbid something were to happen to Biden, Bernie's gonna jump in and like sit at the Oval Office Resolute desk faster, and now he's president. No, this is when an election happens, he would run. Yeah, that's what, and he's already said he's not gonna do the thing that is like, oh my God, challenge Biden in a primary.
Yeah, by the way, Harris wasn't chosen by the people to be the vice president. Like when she went up to be chosen by the people, as you pointed out, the people were more with Bernie. Now, look, to be fair, Biden ended up winning that race, so they could retort with that, and maybe that plays into Bernie not being willing to primary Biden specifically. But there's no inevitability to vice presidents. Vice presidents frequently run for president and lose. You get to weigh in as a people. The voters get to weigh in. By the way, I did want to let you know the one thing though, because I feel like this is the beginning of, again, the strike back. Chuck Todd, a guy who had some disgusting things to say during the last primary about Bernie voters, certainly has a preference. He may not state it like I do, and that's supposed to seem more objective, but it is indisputable that he has a preference. I'm feeling a little bit of other establishment pressure coming down. So, by the way, if you take a look at this, it's coming from the Washington Post. They said only 21% of Democratic leaning voters say their choice would be Joe Biden again. That is like shockingly low for a president. Okay, so that opens up the possibility of someone else. They had a ranking, by the way. This is not like based on polls. It's just the Washington Post, Aaron Blake's preference. And so let's bring this up. They have Joe Biden at number 1. They'd prefer that he just runs again. Pete Buttigieg is number 2. Kamala Harris is 3. They throw in Elizabeth Warren there 4. I mean, obviously, Amy Klobuchar has got to be top 5. Why not? Roy Cooper, you can't walk down a street in America without people calling out for Roy Cooper, and then they throw in AOC as 10. Bernie's not even on the list, by the way. So I just find it so amazing. So get ready. If he does decide to run, it is gonna be another time through that cycle of the establishment, objective, neutral journalist pressure to get the outcome that they want, which is definitely not Bernie Sanders.
There's no talent on the left.
There isn't. It's indisputable.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.